As we all know, with hundreds of millions of fans across the globe and here in the United States, soccer is a game that transcends the playing field and becomes a platform through which we cheer vigorous competition, celebrate athletic excellence, and reaffirm friendship. Today, we are so lucky to be joined by a traveling component of the band's membership, and we would like to thank the band's membership and director Daryl Watson. A number of students in the Baloo International Program this summer will travel to Africa as part of the Learn Serve Zambia program. Soccer is incorporated into Learn Serve's programming as a bridge building component. So as you can see, soccer's universal appeal and capacity to create connections across all boundaries is on full display right here today. It is my pleasure to invite to the podium on behalf of FIFA, Chief of Media, Delia Fisher. Ms. Fisher, welcome and thank you for joining us here today.
It's a great pleasure to be here in Washington, D.C. It's for me the first time to be here, and it's actually kicking off the last leg of the international tour. It's the 90th country, it did 9 before, and it goes next after Washington, D.C. today. It goes to Miami, Atlanta, L.A., a host of a great final in 1994 World Cup, before it heads actually over to Brazil, the host country of the 20th edition of the FIFA World Cup, where it will visit actually 27 states, so adding up a few more cities in the long list, because I don't know how many cities you've visited so far, Brett. 130 cities about, so that's pretty amazing. Not only 90 countries, but that, and adding up the Brazilian tour and the thing. And actually the trophy will then head and arrive in Brazil on the 22nd of June, and where else it would start than in Maracanã, the iconic venue of the final of the 2014 FIFA World Cup and the 1950 World Cup already. So it's a historic return. Let's see who will be there. But on the 13th of July, this trophy, which will be unveiled shortly on there, will be actually lifted by the winners. It's the authentic one, and they will run around in the lap of victory. And we couldn't do it without actually one of our longest partners, Coca-Cola, to bring all those sparks and unique pleasure and opportunities to all the fans. Because it's a partner who shares our vision in actually bringing football, developing football, and actually acknowledging the power and importance of the football fans. Because actually it's a reward and a gesture from our side of acknowledging the football fans around the world and their importance for the game. So thank you. I wish you all enjoy the great experience here. Again, thanks to Coca-Cola making it happen to get in our partnership, and thanks to all. Muito obrigada, as well as to say in Brazil.
At this time, I would like to introduce Luis Fernandez, the Vice Minister of Sport for Brazil. If you could join me here at the podium. And I'd like to also invite back up Ms. Delia Fisher, because what we'd like to do is we'd like to unveil the trophy. Okay.
Is the main and hottest object of desire in the world today. Football fans throughout the world want to win this trophy. And it's a beautiful trophy made of gold, but it's not made only of gold. It's made of passion, it's made of energy, it's made of joy, sometimes tears of joy, sometimes tears of frustration for not being able to win that trophy. We in Brazil have managed to win this trophy 5 times, but we lost it a couple of times also. We have to recognize that as a fact. I can tell you, and for the Brazilians that are here, winning it is indescribable in terms of happiness, joy. It's something that we can't describe. But we also have experience with the pain of losing it, and we lost it. The last time Brazil was the host for the World Cup in 1950, we lost it in the final game against Uruguay. So we have experience with frustration also. That frustration has passed on to generations in Brazil, so that's why we are anxious to overcome that frustration and hold on to this trophy a little bit more in Brazil at the finals of the World Cup now in 2014. I don't know if all of you know, but the Maracanã Stadium itself, where the final will be held, was built for the 1950 World Cup in Brazil. It was the stage for the finals of the 1950 World Cup. So I would like to congratulate Coca-Cola for this impressive operation, taking this trophy to 90 countries, over 100 cities, bringing it closer to the people. I think that's part of the energy of the World Cup. It's part of the engagement that we want to produce in the world via the World Cup.
Bueno, lo más difícil es que Brasil es un país muy grande. Es un país más grande que Estados Unidos continental, del mismo tamaño de Europa occidental como un todo. Entonces tenemos que coordinar todos los esfuerzos para organizar el mundial en las distintas regiones del país. Eso es lo más difícil. Lo más gratificante es que es una oportunidad histórica para apoyar el desarrollo de Brasil y para que la imagen de Brasil se proyecte al mundo como un país importante hoy en el mundo y que puede y sabe organizar una gran fiesta. Veremos el carnaval del fútbol en Brasil en 2014. Quería invitar a todos los amigos para venir a Brasil para participar de la fiesta del Mundial o para acompañar todo por la tele, por la internet, como quieran, porque este va a ser una fiesta, un carnaval de fútbol, pero también de amistad entre los pueblos. Vamos a tener una gran fiesta, una gran celebración de la amistad y del deporte en Brasil.